Hey Suburban Psychics, welcome back. Good to have you with me again. Today we're going to answer a question that's been asked by Stephen. Stephen asks, will my book get published? Well, that's short and to the point. I'm not entirely happy with the format of the question. Again, it's a victim question. It's like a when question. Will my book get published? So you're putting yourself entirely at the mercy of the world. And it's the 21st century. If you absolutely believe in the content that you have and what you're bringing forth to people, there are so many ways that you could self-publish. You could put it on Kindle, you could put it up on a website, you could sit here on YouTube and read it out loud. So the fact that you're asking, will my book get published, means you're putting yourself in the hands of other people and wanting them to make a decision about whether what you've got is adding value and whether they can make money from it. So I'm assuming you have a financial goal, but I'm also concerned that you want others' approval in that manner. So let's just dive right in and see what the Oracle has to say for you in this instance. I'm being drawn straight to amber in front of me. In my crystals on the table, I have a lovely square of amber. So I'm going to put that down. I am being drawn to the body as the barometer of the soul by Annette Nuntal. So I'm going to take that as well. And then I'm going to take a little look at the Oracle behind me. I don't know how this relates, but Paul McKenna's book, I Can Make You Sleep, is jumping straight out at me. All right, we'll see what Paul's got to offer. Okay, so let's start with the amber, because it was the first thing that drew my eye. So again, I'm working from Judy Hall's book, The Crystal Bible. Amber, oh, practically went straight to the page. Yeah, true. Strictly speaking, amber is not a crystal at all. It's tree resin that's solidified, which is why in some of the amazing large pieces you can actually find little insects, mosquitoes and things trapped in there. It just fascinates me. Grounding stone for higher energies, powerful healer and cleanser. Let's see what else. Absorbs negative energies. Psychologically, it brings stability to life, but also motivates by linking what is wished for to the drive to achieve it. Well, hello. Do you like that? I love that. It motivates by linking what is wished for to the drive to achieve it. How perfect. Okay, let's keep going just in case there's more. Translates into a sunny, spontaneous disposition that nevertheless respects tradition. And you are certainly trying to go down a traditional route with publishing. So I can see where you respect tradition there. Stimulates the intellect, clears depression, promotes a positive mental state and creative self-expression, which is, clearly what you've achieved in being able to put a book together and have it ready for publishing. So that's absolutely fantastic. Chakra cleanser. You're not really being drawn to the healing stuff. I think, and I'm going to make a note of this for you, Stephen, Amber, that it's linking what is wished for to the drive to succeed. Linking wished for drive. I think that's just awesome. So there's that. The second thing I was drawn to was Annette Nuntal's book, The Body is the Barometer of the Soul. If we were doing this session in person, I would have a little sketch, a little stick figure, and I would, before the session started, or at the beginning of the session, I would ask, is there anything happening in your body right now that I could be aware of. Bumps, bruises, cuts, scratches, pain, dis-ease, discomfort, anything to do with the body that's out of balance and that can offer us some information. Because I'm working blind here, I'm just going to flip through the book and see what comes out. I'm going to trust that in some way there's information that's going to support you. So if we go straight to, oh, okay. So I'm on page 33. Oh, there's a quote at the bottom of page 33 that says, men's natures are alike. It is their habits that carry them far apart. That's great. I'm just having a quick scan of the rest of the page to see if there's anything that that jumps out. The section I've turned to is about qualities that we've come to learn, and consideration and creativity are on the page that I'm on. Creativity is using your inner resources to bring about new ideas so that you progress to better ways of doing things. Talks about blockages or so-called failures, helping you solve problems and find different avenues of learning. I think they're the two relevant points for you here, Stephen. That solving problems by finding different avenues of learning. So, for example, do consider something outside the traditional route of publishing and being published in the way that you seem to be focused on. And it's their habits that carry them far apart. So perhaps you just naturally thought, I've written a book, I need a publisher, and I want it to be published. And perhaps there's some self-esteem associated with going the traditional publishing route, because we saw from Amber that you have an enormous respect for tradition. So perhaps there's a little bit of a hint here in combining these two responses to look at a non-traditional way in order to move forward and to carry yourself forward. And how would that make you feel? And let's get to Paul McKenna, how I can make you sleep, because I'm dying to know how this could possibly relate to your question, will I get my book published? Well, Paul got his book published, I guess, Bantam Press, so he didn't self-publish it. So, I don't know, maybe Paul McKenna has some advice for you specifically. So let's just flip through, get a page, and we'll see if something comes to us. So page 71 is where I went to. And he's talking about caffeine and saying how it's the most well-known sleep disruptor. Blah, blah, it's useful for anyone who wants to stay focused or keep working late. He's talking about all the products that caffeine's in. I don't see how that relates to us. Tea takes about 3 or 4 hours to remove. Mostly he's talking about it, this particular item as being a disruption to what you're trying to achieve. So for example, I can make you sleep, so you're insomniac or you want to be able to get to sleep, and we've gone straight to what is the major sleep disrupting chemical in this case. I think the message from this book here is, will my book get published? So your goal, the goal is sleep, your goal is to get published. And we've gone straight to what's the major disruption in achieving that goal. And I think this is echoing the other messages that we got. The major disruption is your limited viewpoint on the outcome for your beautiful book that you've written. So if there was going to be a disruption, I think it's your narrow focus on how your work is going to get out into the world. So I hope this answer Stephen has helped you and anybody that's watching with their own questions, do remember that the question itself has the power to move you forward or keep you stuck, and that the universe and life is always trying to communicate with you and expand your awareness, activate your awareness, and expand your consciousness. So, my little suburban sidekicks, what's your next question?